This is the HomeTech Podcast for Friday, October 10th from Sarasota, Florida. I'm Seth Johnson.
From Reynoldsburg, Ohio, I'm TJ Huddleston.
And from Pickering, Ontario, I'm Gavin Campbell.
And welcome to the HomeTech Podcast, a podcast all about home technology, home automation, and did I get my Halloween decorations up? No, I did not. But I intend to one of these days. It's a good thing I didn't because it's windy out there right now, and they would all have gotten blown over. So that's the excuse I'm using.
Did you start it yet?
Started thinking about it?
I did not even pull them out of the shed. So I thought about it today a couple of times this week because it was nice outside. But then today, really windy. And if I put those decorations up, they would have gotten blown over, which wouldn't have been good. So,
you know, Seth, all I hear are excuses.
I know.
You know what they say? It's the thought that counts.
Exactly. And I've been thinking about it. So
that's all that counts.
I've been looking at getting some additional LED lights out for outside to hook stuff up. So I don't know. I'm kind of tinkering with that idea still too. So maybe I'll order some stuff in and
so hold on a second. You think by ordering stuff it will encourage you to install stuff?
Yeah, for sure. I want to put it out there.
You're not even installing the stuff you already have, so just buy some more stuff to not.
Well, I don't have this stuff.
And I just want to go on record, right? When you hear this podcast, it's probably like, who knows when it is, but
could be next month.
Right now when we're recording, it's 22 days away from Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I mean, it's basically 3 weeks away. I'm just saying.
I'll get it out there. It's just blow up stuff. You just gotta plug it in and it airs up. I want to get one of those. The door's closed. Okay. I want to get one of those wacky inflatable flame iron tube men.
Oh, yeah. That'd be sweet.
The 20-foot ones that they have.
My God.
Yeah, just huge, just like waving in the air and stuff.
And you can buy like festive ones.
You can change out the colors on them.
Yeah.
They have different ones.
All kinds of stuff.
They have a red, white, and blue one, Uncle Sam one for the 4th. So you just stick it out there. Any holiday, you just roll that thing on out there and just turn it on.
And you know what else you could do with them? Put it on your AC. Right? And every time your AC kicks in, they're dead.
20 foot of dancer above it, yeah. That'd be interesting. Just on the side of the house, a giant dancer. I'm thinking about getting one of those. They're on Amazon.
Oh my God, Seth! I was just looking on Facebook Marketplace because I was like, obviously, I need one of these. I've always wanted one. Somebody's selling one locally for $90. I don't know if that's a good price, but
that's a pretty good price. It's like half price.
I think I'm gonna go buy it.
There you go.
You've talked me into it. That was very easy.
Is it a 10-foot or 20-foot?
It's 20 foot.
Oh yeah, get that one.
I mean, that's amazing. Everybody else is getting these silly like blow up like 20-foot tall skeletons and mummies and all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna have a flailing tube man.
Wacky inflatable flailing hard tube man.
This one says it's a dance tube man. I don't think they wanted to use the other words.
You got to have them all in there for the SEO. Yeah, they don't. Of course, my area sucks when it comes to Facebook Marketplace, and they don't have anything fun. But also, they don't have any flailing arm tube men here. We do have a artist in the area that makes these things called tube dudes, and he's like pretty prolific in getting the tube dude things out there. So there's a tube dude mailbox on here, but that's as close as it gets. It's just a welder that makes art stuff. I don't know. Or I can buy the costume, somebody's tube man costume for $45.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I've sent it to the CFO to see if we should buy it. So
yeah, just go ahead and assume that she says yes, because there's no reason why you shouldn't have this. Too bad they don't have them on my marketplace here.
Well, I mean, you're not going to install this year anyway, so you might as well go and just buy it for next year.
Next year, just hang on to it.
Get ready.
All right. Well, speaking of next year, CES is around the corner. TJ, do you have your flight yet?
No.
Okay.
I do not. I was looking again today. The prices have not gone down, so I'm still holding on, and I still need about I think I have 10,000 pending points for rewards points. Another I need to get another 5,000. So I'm still off a little bit on my miles because I don't want to pay out of pocket for my flights.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Are you confirmed yet, Seth? Have you decided if you're going? Oh, probably not. No.
I should probably look into that flights thing we were talking about the other day.
I mean, realistically, you're not going to do anything for Halloween. Just start doing CES stuff now so you have enough time, right?
Yeah. All right.
Do you buy the wife anything for Christmas? Maybe you should start that.
Yeah, here's my ticket stub. Las Vegas for Christmas.
Yeah. The CFO said no to the dance too, man. So
boo.
So that just means you'll have to ask for forgiveness after you buy it.
Yeah, it's just going to have to show up at the house.
To get that in El Camino.
Just message her back now and say, oops, too late.
Seth says it's a good deal. Tell her that.
Yeah. So, Seth, are you coming to CES, Seth?
Yeah. Are you, Seth?
I'm waiting to see what Google says on the flights here. If it says and some points and stuff. Oh, it says book now. We expect prices to rise $25 in the next 5 days. Huh.
There you go.
You better buy it now.
I'm not on Google. I'm on Kayak. Maybe I should go to Google and see what they say.
Yeah, use Google.
Google Flights.
So I got my flight. We have our accommodations. I'm ready.
Yeah, we were talking about your flight. You got the cheapest flight of all of us. And
yeah, I mean, somehow you're getting the good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're trying to encourage us to come down. You know, they want us there.
That's just because they want to deport you.
Get arrested. Yeah, it gets their numbers up.
That's right.
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
That sounds like an American thing right now.
Does kind of sound like something they do. Jeez.
I bought a one-way ticket because I know I can get sent back.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I hear they're even offering to give you some money too, so you probably play your cards right and actually make out on the trip.
And probably bigger seats on that plane too.
Well, I don't know if you get seats, but
there's actually a pretty good price right here for round trip price.
What is it?
It's $374.
Oh my gosh, that's a good deal.
Like, why aren't you paying for it now?
Yeah,
from the local airport too. At that, so like,
wow,
not even. I
didn't know you guys had a local airport.
Well, there's we have a pretty sizable airfield here. But if I drive to Tampa, which is 45 minutes away, plus a toll, plus parking, I can save $100. But I lose all that by driving 45 minutes away and paying for parking. So,
well, yeah.
And the Uber is about 40 to $80, depending on whatever the Uber time is. So.
Yeah, and Tampa traffic is like Orlando traffic too. It's not fun.
No. It's
always on.
It's not a peaceful ride, I guess is the best way to say so. But yeah, that's not a bad price. I have to keep an eye on that one. Google, I don't see where it says what to do. Oh, they're currently typical. Anyway, I'll have to figure that out and see if I'm going. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I did ask my wife if she wanted to go, and she said no.
Well, even more reasons. Even Gavin and I will be there no matter what. If you're listening to this podcast and you're going to CES, you should hit us up. We'll be there. Gavin and I will be, just to be clear. Seth will not.
Gavin definitely. TJ, not so much yet. You don't have your flight yet.
No, I'm going to be there. I booked the Airbnb. So
Gavin said he's going to get in no matter what. So
I'll be there. I don't know how I'm getting into CES, but I'll be in the city. You know.
Oh yeah, we got to figure that.
Do we have like 1 billion podcast streams? Is that what we need? I think
we can just. Yeah, I think you just make stuff up. Is what people do.
I don't think you should say that on the show.
What?
Beep. Edit here.
They don't listen. CES doesn't listen to our show.
This is the one episode they're going to listen to. What do these people do?
It's the title of the show. CES people listen to this show. Or
yeah, CES does not listen.
We're going to get arrested.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The CES cops are going to come after.
They're going to lock us in the back of the casino. You're never getting out.
Maybe they'll feel so bad they just, send us some free tickets.
Yeah, pity party there. Yeah.
It'd be like one of those pig butchering scams where we have to just call people and get them to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not leaving this hotel until you get 10 people to come here.
Well, I don't think that's a good idea because you can barely get one to commit to coming. All right. Well, that's fun. I'll leave that tab open this week. So
for the whole week, you're just gonna leave a tab open for the whole week. Bookmark it and visit it later. I know.
You guys don't use tabs?
I don't leave them open for the whole week. I'll just leave this tab here the whole week.
I mean, you can always get back to it. It's still there. If you just leave it open.
Seth, your brain is a mess. I can't imagine what your computer looks like.
I know.
It's just a bunch of tabs. That's all you need.
Just a bunch of tabs. You see that smiley face in Google quite often, don't you?
It's a smiley face?
Yeah, on the phone, if you have Google Chrome on your phone and you use it, if you open over 100 tabs, it'll just have a smiley face where the tab count is.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that. No.
I don't think it does that on desktop.
No, I use Safari most of the time, and it just breaks because it's Safari.
I think you're that person that Gavin has to go help when they're like, my computer is very slow. Everything's working. It doesn't work, And you go there and there's like a billion tabs open. You're like, close these. I can't.
No, you don't need to close them. They're fine. They're fine, TJ. Fine.
They're not causing any issues.
No, they solved that problem years ago.
If I ever see Seth on his computer, I'm just gonna close his browser.
Just close the lid. That's all you need to
If he
do.
complains about his computer running slow, I'm just gonna no.
I had to it was running slow earlier. I'm not sure what it was, but I had to reboot because there were some audio issues going on. Yeah, well, I think mostly I updated too soon. We're still in the early days of this glass bubble version of what Mac OS, and I think they still have some weird audio issues with the software I use. So,
And you know what I find on my phone now that the apps are all updating and adding their versions of this, what do they call it, glass, whatever, the Vista theme, right? The apps are looking even worse. They're ruining apps now. Like they're getting more cluttered and things are moving or hard to see. I'm not liking this.
I think that's what interesting is like all the code people. We've had these like fancy IDs for a long time, and now everything's gone back to like a command prompt, like it's a command prompt that runs a chat. Like and it's weird. Like all the commands are the same across the board. Like whatever you're using, the commands are all like the shortcuts, keyboard shortcuts. They've all standardized on them. But yeah, you don't have to really use a code thing anymore. It's kind of wild.
See, I still use a command prompt a lot because I came from the days of DOS. Like it wasn't even MS-DOS at that time. It was DOS.
Yeah.
I think Microsoft bought it at one point, and I remember upgrading to that. So I was used to the command prompt. I still like it, right? But people like clicks.
It's faster on the command prompt. I don't know.
Exactly. That's why I do a lot of YAML in my automation, so I can work with it faster. But I'll never convince you guys, I know.
No, not YAML you want. Sorry.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
You like command prompts, but you hate YAML.
Yes,
Okay, I see where the line is here. I see.
Not gonna happen. So, it would be funny if I decided to do a project with nothing but YAML in it for us. That'd be fun. Right. I'm currently redesigning the price per button database, so we're gonna have a nice site around that. I think make it to something pretty. I know it's totally worth my time doing.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Just keep ignoring those Halloween decorations.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
Instead of finish a project, he starts another one.
Yeah.
I was going to say, now that it's getting colder, it's not too bad to be outside, but you're in Florida where that
It's still hot.
happens. So, because now it's like, here it's been getting it's like 40s to 70s. And so it's been nice. You wear a little jacket in the morning. It's, you have your coffee.
What's 40s to 70s in,
it's like 10 or something.
you guys got to switch over, come to the metric side.
Oh, the government shut down. We can do it. No one would know.
That's true.
Do what?
Convert.
I don't want to know Celsius. That's silly.
Well, convert everything. Start working in centimeters, Celsius,
No.
It's 6.7 C is what TJ is. Now, it's 9:30 at night here, and it is 79 degrees.
Oof.
Which is
26 degrees for you.
Oh my God, that's hot.
With high humidity.
It was 27 degrees on the weekend, but now it's going to like 3 degrees at night here. So
50 degrees with a frost advisory.
yeah.
So my pepper plants are going to be dying soon.
Yeah, the thin blooded here in this state don't last very long with that. So yeah. Well, anyway, we've got a couple of stories. Not much of a show tonight, but we've got a couple of stories to talk about. Some things we found interesting. Some things we didn't, but they're on the show anyway because there's not much going on. I went to CE Pro to see if there was anything in the Pro space. No, the Pro space is not doing anything. They're like, we did Cedia. That was our big push.
There was 2 things there.
2 things,
you don't like those 2 things, and oh well.
There's some speakers that are getting launched. I've seen some speaker updates, some new finishes on speakers. Not much else.
I mean, the only thing that I saw that was like, it was something. It wasn't good, or it wasn't great, but it was something. Was the Josh AI, the AI lighting thing? That was it.
Mm-hmm.
So literally the only news I saw.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like meh, but at least that was something.
Yeah, I don't think there's much going on. I saw that Control 4 is rolling back their mandatory subscription thing to use the app, which was a mistake with.
Oh, well, that's smart.
Yeah.
These all sound like stories we should be talking about.
If it was written up anywhere, I would, but nobody writes about it. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometime around the time when they wanted to get bought, they came up with this scheme to basically charge people for the Control4 app. For if you wanted to use your any device, mobile device, iPad, whatever, even locally, you had to pay. I don't remember what it was. There's some subscription thing.
I don't think it was much. I think it was like $60 or $100 a year or something.
Yeah, it wasn't much. I mean,
it wasn't like a terrible price at least, but
yeah. But locally, like there's really, locally, come on. They did a bunch of other things at the same time. But this one was really one that was hurting people and making everybody scratch their heads a little bit. But they just want some RMR, and they put out these numbers saying we're going to have billions of dollars because of this in like 3 weeks. And they were like, who's going to buy us now? And ADI bought them. And now ADI had to deal with it. And they're like, yeah, we probably shouldn't charge people this. It's kind of what I got out of it, because all the leadership has gone on to bigger and better things, doing something else that was making those decisions. So, yeah, interesting thing to see fly by, because now they're back to kind of being how everybody else in the industry is, except maybe Savant. I think Savant makes you pay for stuff, but
Savant's like a whole other world now.
Yeah,
Making like battery packs and all kinds of crazy stuff. Was I don't remember, was the Control4 thing, was that like retroactive? So like all the existing systems had to deal with that, or was it like new installs?
To a point, yes. I guess so. It was retroactive in the fact that like if you wanted to upgrade to the new operating system, I think you had to change something to do that. I could be wrong on that. It was very confusing because the rollout was kind of awful. But if you had a legacy account, you could still keep using that, and the payment, the terms that they had for that.
Yeah, and they also did some weird things too, where like a remote dealer could never help you anymore because they had to physically like be on site to do some stuff.
Yeah, that's still hurting people, I think. From what I've seen, they have like
that's a terrible idea.
They basically took Oversee and built it into everything and said, okay, now that you're where Snap One and Control4 is all one. Like now if you want to go to the site, you have to bring, even to like upgrade or change out a controller, you had to bring like an Oversee module thing.
Hub, yeah, the Pro Hub thing.
Pro Hub, yeah. And then get that installed and up and going. And I don't know, it was a big debacle. I don't know if that's been fixed. I think they've made it a little bit nicer or figured out some, what do you call it, like procedures or something to make it a little bit easier on people who run into those kind of situations. But for the most part, I haven't heard too much complaining about it from like regular installs. Like it's just kind of one of those things you got to do. You got to commission the system through Oversee now. So
yeah, that was always annoying about. I don't mind the Oversee platform. I think it could be better, but it could also be worse, like that big dog platform. Just calling that one out. But that was the annoying thing, is that if you had like an Oversee device that was from another dealer, you had to have the Oversee hub in order to add it to your account. And the Oversee hub, like depending on your dealer status, like it could be like $200 to $400. And it's just like you don't need it other than to take over these Oversee devices.
Right.
Even if you call like tech support or customer service and you're like, hey, look, I'm a legit dealer. Here's my, dealer information. I just need this on my account. And they're like, nope, can't help you. You have to have this physical device.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, that's silly. Like, I understand that you don't want somebody just come in and like factory reset it and take it over. But if I call in as a legitimate dealer, I should be able to take over another dealer equipment.
Right.
It's different, I guess, if it's like like a Crestron program or like a Control4 program. That's a little different. But this is a surge protector or something. That's fine.
Yeah, weird. That whole
all kinds of weird stuff going on.
That whole mindset. I mean, I understand how some dealers get into that, where they're like, I installed this product, and if you ever want me to work on it again, you can't have anybody else look at it sideways, or I'm never helping you. I don't know. It's just kind of an abusive thing.
Yeah.
It kind of like locks the customer into like only dealing one dealer in kind of a weird way. I don't know. I hope that mindset kind of goes away, because the customer should be able to like move to whoever they want to. There's a reason that's happening. It has nothing to do with the equipment, nothing to do with the manufacturer, but it's always been a weird thing. Like, you should just be able to transfer and move. If you need help with the system, anybody should be able. Gavin should be able to walk in the door and help you, I think so.
Right.
Why me?
Well, because you're Gavin as a service.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
For
charge people
cost.
to do that.
Yeah, exactly. There you
Yeah,
go.
of course. Yeah, of course. Cost for sure. All right. Well,
right
we do.
now I'm having a great sale though. Just one ticket to CEDIA or CES.
Yeah, oh, you're going to CEDIA next year. All right.
Yeah, that will be my January deal. Will be one flight to CEDIA.
CEDIA. Okay.
And you get a few hours of my time.
We're just gonna have a table there at CEDIA, just Gavin sitting there the whole time.
Windows is better than Mac. Convince me otherwise. That'll be a hot debate.
Okay, well, we do have a couple of HomeTech Headlines, despite the lack of industry news we can chat about. So
I thought we were in the news section already.
No, we haven't done it. Let's get started. Let's jump into these HomeTech Headlines.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Well, days after Amazon announced an array of new products, the guy in charge just decided to, quote, retire.
Interesting.
Yeah. So shortly announced, Amazon had the Echo products, Echo Pop speaker, the new Echo Show, what was the Amazon Alexa Plus things? I'll come into that. You got a bunch of new Ring doorbells. Nope. The vice president of device and software services announced just a few days later that he will leave Amazon after over 13 years at the company. And there were people that were kind of shocked that happened all of a sudden. So very strange that he's taken off. And this is the division that was on track to cost Amazon $10 billion a year or some crazy amount like that. Like, I don't know. He had to have been in a hot seat at some point, but who knows what this means? I don't know. Like, does the Alexa Plus not work? Is that the problem?
I have not been hearing good things about the Alexa Plus, to be honest. So I don't have it yet, but I know by the end of this month I will, because that's when they're delivering the devices. So it better be ready. But they're probably just doing some restructuring and stuff. Maybe he is just like, you know what? Let me get out of here before the whole world comes crashing down.
Yeah.
We will see.
Yeah, well, we will see. I'm not sure what that means, but I don't know. Another week, another Ubiquiti product release we have here.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
All the time, every week.
Ubiquiti announced a new line of uninterruptible power supplies or UPS systems designed to enhance network reliability. And I don't know, these are pretty cool. There's like a UPS that is a rack mount, 2U rack mount, and if you turn it sideways, there's another version turned sideways that's the standard tower thing that people use. Pricing wasn't bad. What was it? $200 or $300? I don't remember.
$159 for the desktop unit. The desktop unit is 1,000 watts, so that's pretty good.
1,000 volt amp things or whatever. I don't know. What are they called?
1,000 watt support.
1,000 watts. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm messing this all up, and you'll have to edit that out.
Scratch that.
It's the desktop one is the 1,000 volt amps, which is 600 watts. So I mean that's pretty good for $159.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can get the 2U rack mount one, which is 1,440 volt amps or 1,000 watts
for $279 for that one. Right?
Yeah, $279. That's not bad, honestly. As somebody who buys a lot of UPSs, this is actually pretty in line with battery backup. So
you have one running your dryer right now.
Not my dryer, but a lot of other things. Yeah, I mean, it's good to see them actually enter this space. It's something I've wanted to see for a while. I want controllable outlets on this, though. And I'm assuming that they're going to go like the oversea or whoever else route where you have to have the separate PDU from the UPS, which, makes sense. But it would be nice to be able to just plug my stuff into the battery backup and then reboot it. And that way it's just everything. It's my PDU and my battery backup all in. And maybe they will. This is a pretty cheap price. I don't expect it to have the PDU built in because the PDU by itself is like $299.
They also teased some of their enterprise series that'll be coming out later, Pro/Enterprise series of these that are going to have pure sine wave filtering because you need that, and then a lithium ion battery systems in there, which could be interesting to see what they do with that. You get a little bit longer a battery than the old lead ones, and they can make smaller units, right? With that, there's a company I can't remember the name. I think they're out of like Houston that makes little UPSs that you can put behind your TV that will run your TV while the power goes out.
I've seen that company. They also have where I think it's in wall too, right? Where you can put behind your fridge or something to keep your fridge powered and stuff like that too.
I've seen that one. That one actually looks really cool. I don't know if that's the same company or not, but They were showing that off like CES or something last year.
Yeah,
but like to give you an example on pricing, I think that one was like $3,000 to $4,000.
Right.
That big bridge one. So I mean,
Expensive.
batteries get very expensive very quick.
Right. Yeah, the lithium ones will definitely be more expensive. So
yeah, but Unify has been coming out with a lot of things that people have been asking for, and it's not necessarily like it's mainly why it's exciting is because it integrates with your Unify setup, right, nicely, and you get like a single pane of glass, or if you're a pro installer that does it for a living, it's nice that you can manage everything through the single interface. So I think a lot of people are excited about the UPS and everything else coming out. And I also feel like, I think I said last time when I said they're also releasing devices that, if you have a compact lab or a really small office where you just want some devices in the corner and you don't need a rack, they're giving you devices that just sit on a little desk too. So, your client can easily just go and unplug a wire and then call you and say something's not working.
I will be in the market soon for a UPS. I don't know. I have a couple of them, but at least over on my desk, I have this little. It's one of those little APC ones that I have it hanging off the edge of the desk. I was looking at a tower one. It'd be perfect to replace it because I think it's roughly the same price as the APC. But the problem is that I don't think there's a way to hang this thing that I can see on here. Doesn't look like the APC has little.
I think it's just a desktop one. So
yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, maybe next time.
Velcro it to the wall.
Yeah, just glue it. It's just a hot glue gun or something. Should work.
Yeah, I expect them to come out with more versions of this because the capacities on these ones are good, but they're relatively low, especially because they keep introducing more and more commercial stuff.
Right.
And so I'm interested to see. I don't need one because I just got a brand new UPS, but I'm interested to see a 3,000 volt amp at some point because that would be nice to integrate into Ubiquiti.
Yeah, and they still have the old power backup stuff that was on there. They have like these specialized ports. That has it's a 950 watt DC power supply that can be used in the commercial side of things. They still have those mission critical products.
So my question about the lithium ion batteries, do you guys know anything about the lithium ion batteries, the UPSs? Are they pretty universal, or is it definitely you have to buy a battery pack from the UPS company?
Oh, that's a good point.
Because that's my only thing is when I'm looking for UPS, unless I'm looking for just a cheap UPS that I can attach to somebody's computer or something, I tend to buy a UPS where I can replace the batteries myself without buying one of those battery packs, right? And so traditionally you would just buy a UPS that takes 12 volt 7 amp or 12 volt 5 amp batteries, and you can buy those at the store for $20, $30, maybe $40 if you're somewhere crazy. But those are relatively easy to replace yourself. Lithium ion sounds good, but I feel like that would just be a proprietary battery pack.
Get you locked in. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and that would be a big downside because I'm like you where I've replaced the batteries in my UPSs a couple times, and just being able to buy something from another retailer and get a good deal on it, and they're good batteries still. It saved me a lot of money. But if you're going to be locked in that you have to buy it from Unify or whatever, their batteries, they're probably going to mark them up big time. And that's something we should check before jumping on their UPS.
Yeah, and definitely. And it's one of those things that they may not even have it at stock at some point because Ubiquiti never has things out of stock. And so, what if I need a new battery? So that's the only thing I was worried about. And this is the thing that UPS companies have been doing anyway for over a decade at this point, where they make just proprietary battery packs, and so this is nothing new at all. But I've seen a lot of people say that lithium ion would be good, and it sounds good, but I don't know.
It's smaller, lighter. Yeah. So inside of the lithium battery pack, there's generally a little small controller computer that gets installed in with the pack of batteries, and that reports back the temperature of each cell and the state of each cell and that kind of thing over this little signal wire. So generally you'll see a charging, a few different wires that hook up to it. So I suppose if they made that connector or that thing proprietary, then yes, the answer is yes. But for the most part, they all kind of charge the same way, as long as they have that, whatever little computer that's in there speaks the same language as whatever's hooking up to it. It wouldn't be difficult for somebody to reverse engineer that and make fake Ubiquiti lithium batteries or something for maybe slightly less, but let's be honest, Ubiquiti is probably going to be pretty low on the price with that kind of thing if you had to buy a replacement. Just they're never be in stock, like you're saying.
Well, yeah, they'll never be in stock, and then shipping will kill you. So,
well, we'll have to find out. Speaking of shipping, and the tariffs will kill you now too, right? Because you pay for tariffs. You pay, not me. If you go to Ubiquity site, there's a couple products in there. People are shocked to find that you get to pay for a tariff surcharge. I think this is on the G6 cameras that are in there. If you buy one of those, you'll notice a little thing at the bottom that says tariff surcharge, and that's you paying for taxes. So there you go.
Yeah, it's like it's just cameras right now, but it's like 95% of the cameras. I think.
Oh, is it really?
Two cameras last I knew that were not part of it. This is new because I ordered literally the same cameras like a month ago, and then I ordered them a couple weeks ago, and there was the tariff on them. It was only about $30 per camera on a $400 camera, so it's not the end of the world. But obviously, it's an extra $30 per camera that I have to pay for.
Yeah.
And then this specific moment, I kind of messed up on the order because I was supposed to order it the week before, and so I had to eat the tariff cost because that was my mess up. I should have ordered it. So that's just small businesses getting screwed. That's good.
Yeah, that sucks.
And I see a lot of people mad about this. They're posting in the Unify forum when they notice this extra charge on their bills. A lot of people seem to be unhappy about it, but we knew it was coming. And I think I told you guys this before, but I actually prefer that they added it as a visible extra cost because when the tariff thing gets sorted out, at least they could take that off. Mm-hmm. Whenever somebody raises a price on something, it's very rarely you see them bring it back down because of whatever was causing the price, gas prices, who knows? They'll say people are buying it at this price anyway, let's just leave it here.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you from my experience, because we've gone through this twice now, in the manufacturer I'm working at now, we tried to do the add-on price. And it wasn't like a very calculated add-on price because honestly, they had no idea what the tariffs were going to be.
Shooting from the hip.
It was just all getting changed out from underneath them. And basically, when the boat shows up and there's some packaging on it, and you got to pay that stuff to get off the boat into your warehouse, you got to pay it. So they just did like a blanket 6% across all the entire product line, and only recently did they actually just changed all the pricing and then took that line item off. But the thing is like some products, it was like the tariff on it would have been like 9 or 10%. Some of it was like 2%. So it just depended on what product you were buying as to what the tariff had on there. So they just tried to figure out a way to even it out and shoot from the hip and get that 6%. But then it was like, this doesn't make any sense. So we ended up just having to raise all the prices. So all the prices are raised for everyone. So.
Yeah, I agree with you, Gavin. I like to see it broken down separately because it's one of those things that like it may go away at some point. One of the arguments I've heard about actually having it as a separate line item is that at some point it may be deemed illegal for the tariffs to be a thing. And at that point, you could potentially get a refund for the tariffs. And I'm sure that will never happen.
Man, yeah.
But that would also just cause a nightmare in general. But that makes sense, especially with a lot of commercial clients, that you'd want to see that broken down in the event of that happening. So
yeah, I can tell you it was an absolute nightmare. And probably a few $100,000 each time you had to adjust that one little line item because of the amount of meetings from top to bottom that has to, all the developers' time. Like, I was shocked as to how, like, you see at the end of the day, you see this one little thing that says 8619 on this thing. I can look at that now and say with confidence that was probably $150,000, $200,000 worth of work. To do. Like it's an insane amount if you add up everybody's salaries and time in the meeting and everything. I guarantee you that it easily topped $200,000. It's insane. It's absolutely insane how much that one little light item right there costs. And it's not like they have to do it. They want to get their product off the boat. So, all right, let's move on. Fun stuff. We've got overlooked feature in Peloton's. I know DJ used to always be looking at Peloton. So there's an overlooked feature that I think we've all been waiting for Peloton. In there, in the new series, there's compatibility with Sonos speakers, and it allows users to get that high quality audio out of their Peloton bicycles. TJ, back when you thought Peloton was going out of business or whatever, I don't forget. There was every week we had a Peloton story show up. I'm like, why are we talking about Peloton? But I think you thought they were going out of business any day. No, they're still in business. And now what they're going to do, just what everybody's been asking for, from both Peloton and Sonos is they're putting Sonos speakers in the Peloton. There you go.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're actually providing the speakers or the software. It sounds like they're actually providing the speakers. But yeah,
I think it's like if you buy a car and it says it's got Harman Kardon audio,
right? It's just the software.
It's the well, it's like they helped.
Well, it's the tuning or whatever.
They helped out, Yeah.
Yeah. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, this is like such a silly thing. I don't know, whatever. I saw this pop up and I was like, well, we haven't talked about Sonos in a couple months, so we should probably add this one to there, I guess if you're going to buy like a $3,000 treadmill, you want it to have good audio, right? So I would have said 2 years ago Sonos was the right option. But Peloton probably had this in development for quite a while.
When they ran out of money after the COVID thing. Yeah. I think we did see in the hub, somebody was commenting, I think it was Jimmy was commenting that it would have been a good thing for them to have done this a while back, because he had one of these and he always wished that he could hook up his speakers to it, but because they didn't have a good Bluetooth stack and they didn't have like I don't know, audio outputs or something on there. You couldn't get good audio to come out of this thing. It would just probably sounded pretty bad. So yeah, it's probably, honestly, probably a good upgrade for the $3,000 treadmill.
And the one thing about it is you won't be able to send music to this through the Sonos app. It's
so annoying.
Like that's the thing about these things is there's going to be so many restrictions around it that it's like, why even bother? They could have just added something like AirPlay or whatever, so you could send the sound to your existing Sonos speakers if you wanted. Right? That's another option too, but they probably won't allow that.
Yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to do with my treadmill after I stop using it? I need to use it for something. Turn it into a party speaker.
Exactly.
Where's the music coming from? My treadmill?
You need to add a subwoofer to this treadmill. Soon enough, you'll be like, why do they have surround sound on this treadmill? Good luck there, Peloton, and Sonos for that matter. I mean, that's what everybody's going to ask for, I think. So branded Sonos things that don't actually hook up to Sonos. Whatever. Moving on, we got one more story here, and this is funny. I ran it. This is what I've been talking about with my BMW car that we have in the driveway that has been giving us problems over the Home Assistant. There's now an official Home Assistant alert saying, yeah, they pretty much killed the integration. So womp womp. I think it's stupid. Now there's a piece of junk car in the driveway. I can say that because it's not mine, and also it doesn't integrate. If you want to make better cars, make them integrate. Come on, this is stupid. I'm not affected that much, but you know what people are using this for that really makes a lot of sense is they were using it to monitor their battery usage and track all their battery stuff and charge their battery. Like there were people that were like insistent on charging their battery to 80% and turning it off or something like that. So like those people were really upset because you can't get in there, and if it's a BMW electric car, I guess it was reporting all that through the thing. BMW, their statement says that they're worried about their customers' data or whatever getting out of this API, which is kind of odd because when you log in, it's your data with your login, which means it's complete BS. They do have an integration, like an official integration, official API now, but it sounds like it's extremely limited and it doesn't do all the fun stuff. So that is probably going to end the saga of me dealing with the BMW app, and at least the Subaru one, they haven't figured out that we're using it this way and have it reverse engineered. So I still have my Subaru gas tank on my little Stream Deck here, but the BMW one says error.
Yeah, this is a common thing for car manufacturers. No car manufacturers want their stuff tied in a Home Assistant.
So dumb.
It's probably because the nerds keep contacting the car companies. They're like, hey, this isn't working with Home Assistant. They're like, what is Home Assistant?
I just think BMW is trying to find ways to monetize any little thing. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they open it up and then charge you a couple dollars a month for access, right? Because I remember there was a point they were going to start charging for heated seats or whatever, like a subscription service. I don't know where that went.
I think it stayed around in some locations. So they were basically putting the hardware in, but you had to unlock it with a subscription. So like if you wanted heated seats in your car, you could pay a little bit extra. Instead of like paying a one-time thing, it would come as a paid option inside of a thing. Otherwise, you didn't have to pay for it. But it was in your car. I don't know. I think that's kind of silly. Car bill of materials remains the same. The car should cost the same, but whatever. It was their choice. I think they did roll that back eventually and do something different. But this seems dumb. I mean, like if they have an official thing, but it doesn't let you like turn on the air conditioner, which is like one of the key things you want to have done is to, turn your car on before you leave so it cools down here in Florida, or warms up, I guess. I guess if where you guys are, you probably want it to warm up and turn, the heated seats on, right? But no, they're not letting you do that anymore. So, and by the way, Gavin, you are already paying for this connected drive service. Like, you're already paying for it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, it's a paid thing. Like, you can drive the car without it.
Oh, what's it called?
The BMW Connected Drive is what it is.
Oh, well, wait for Connected Drive Max.
Yeah, you have Connected Drive Plus.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have it on here, but speaking of random things like that, Disney's killing off Hulu. I don't think we talked about that. So Hulu is not going to be around anymore. Disney absorbed them. So now Disney Plus Max Hulu is all, whatever, Disney Plus. So we'll put that story in there if that interests you. What?
Yeah, that's weird. I don't like that because I watch Hulu, but I don't watch Disney.
Well, now you watch Disney.
So now my Disney stuff is going to be my Hulu stuff.
Oh, it's already there. Yeah, that's how it works for me. I mean, I don't pay for Hulu, but like there's Hulu content inside the Disney thing, the Disney app, right?
So are the Hulu shows? I guess they're going to go over to Disney. I just picked up a new Hulu show called Chad Powers. I've been watching, right? And it's it's about American football. But it gives me the Ted Lasso kind of vibe feel to it, right? So I hope they keep this show and it doesn't get canceled.
Interesting. No, it's not getting canceled. It's just like the branding will go away, right? Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Hulu is like 20-something years old. Disney was bound to take them at some point and just take that brand and absorb it. So the shows and everything, I mean, they're already in the Disney. It's kind of weird because Disney, you think of like, oh, it's Mickey Mouse and kid shows. And then you go into it and it's like, it's got Hulu content in it, which is
not
also not included. Yeah, kid shows. Yeah. So it's kind of weird in that respect, but they're a content company. They're going to put their stuff out there. So,
well, if they can simplify things and less confusion, I'm all for it too. Right.
I mean, have you seen their app? No.
No, I don't subscribe to any of it anyway.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You just download those articles. All right. All the links and topics we discussed tonight, including that story, will be found over in our show notes at HomeTech.fm/546. All right. Nothing to mail back this week. I don't know who put this on the thing. This pick of the week is a video. This could be AI generated. We were talking about that before the show, but someone has some really cool Halloween decorations. And this is like a house fire, and they have basically, I don't know, projected images of fires in all the windows. And then they've got a smoke machine rigged up, probably under their front porch, and it's just pumping out smoke. So look, this actually looks like the house is on fire. Like, this is amazing.
I could see why people would be calling the fire department. Because if I saw this, I would 100%.
100%.
Yeah, this would totally get shut down in the neighborhood. This would cause way too many problems.
Yeah, I mean, this is good, but it's a little crazy to have in a neighborhood, I think. Yeah. But I think this is like a bed and breakfast or something. It is literally all over the news websites. So I do think it's real.
Oh, all right. Well, you never know what to believe anymore these days. I saw Stephen Hawking on a half pipe, so.
Well, that's definitely not real. Come on.
Well, he did win the Hell in the Cell, right?
Yeah, he was jumping off the top. I saw it. Must be real.
Rolling off the top, by the way.
Well, how do you get up there? I don't know. It's like a lift or something.
I just hit the turbo button.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you want to check those out, they're on Reddit AI craziness. I don't know.
It's AI videos, I believe, is the subreddit.
Yeah. If you want to go just see how basically the world will not exist in video format anymore, like you won't be able to believe your eyes. Go to that and just see where they are today. That's gonna get worse every single month from now. Anyway. If you have any feedback, questions, ideas for the show, pick of the weeks, or I don't know, interesting AI videos you can share with us, like the one we have tonight, give us a shout. Our email address is feedback@HomeTech.fm, or you can head on over to HomeTech.fm/feedback and fill out the online form. All right. Well, we do have some Home Assistant updates before projects. Z-Box integration. The Zeus has that Z-Wave Z-Box that they use to integrate their products with. They've got some pretty tight integrations with Home Assistant that's out. And then Connected, their friends over there, Nate over there, and Connected has joined the Works with Home Assistant program. So that'll bring some of their devices, under that wing of that particular program, which is nice.
That's big. The connected
Yeah.
one, I think, is huge because
It's like
they
the
have
alarm panel thing.
Yep, and they have the garage door opener thing, and I like that.
Yeah.
And the Z-Box one, I was kind of, up in the air about this because it allows you to bridge your Z-Wave devices into Home Assistant. But I mean, maybe if you don't have a Z-Wave antenna, but if you have a Z-Wave antenna, well, you can just add them directly to Home Assistant and cut out the middleman. But then I guess it will let you easily not transfer over, but integrate all your routines on the Z-Box into Home Assistant as well. So there must be somebody out there that needs this.
If you already got it set up, why do that? I mean, honestly, like why like if it already sets up and works, and there could be settings and features inside the Z-Box that Home Assistant doesn't have that works very well.
No.
Could be.
No. Home Assistant does everything.
Just open up your YAML.
There's a lot of people that run Home Assistant with SmartThings, for example.
Exactly.
So this is definitely a thing that people do a lot of. And it's really just because they don't want to move everything over at the moment, right? They just want to keep doing everything else. It's easier enough just to tie it in with an integration. Everything just works the same way. So this is a very, very common thing. I don't know how common, I guess, but it is something I see posted about quite a bit.
I run a bridge to Control 4 for all my lighting, most all of my lighting. I run a bridge to HomeKit for some devices. It's completely common to run bridge devices and this type of thing into Home Assistant. So I
no wonder none of your stuff works. I mean, geez,
it works fine.
Your Control 4 stuff, you can't add that directly to Home Assistant though.
Right? Yeah, Lutron's the same way. I can't add Lutron right into it.
That's what I'm saying. You need those bridges in that situation. That's fine, But in this case, it's Z-Wave device.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can add them directly to Home Assistant and cut out the middleman, because once you start adding all these extra hubs, it's another point of failure to me. Right? Then, one day.
Yeah, but you still have the same amount of hubs technically, though. I mean, because you still have a Z-Wave hub and stuff.
You got a toilet paper roll thing.
I was with you, Gavin. Now I'm against you. I'm sorry.
I think I like it this way because I can have the product that I want. It doesn't have to be Z-Wave. It can be like a product that I want to have in my house and use its native software to set up or whatever. And it works fine. Standalone. Like Home Assistant can be updating. The lighting still works. Control 4 updates. Maybe the lighting doesn't work. I don't know. But, it works fine. Like same thing with Lutron. Like I would set everything up in Lutron and then use the bridge and bring it into HomeKit or HomeKit or Home Assistant, right?
And that makes sense. That totally makes sense to me. It's a different ecosystem like that. You have to bridge in. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, it could be that, and it could just be that there's features and things that people like in those Z-Boxes, or like you said, they already have 100 devices set up on the Z-Box, and they why do that? Why put yourself through that pain? It works. It already works. You don't have to worry about it. There's a Z-Wave JS update, and it takes everything out again. I mean, how many times is that going to happen before you're going to get me to trust this again? Huh?
Never.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So we got those two stories for Home Assistant. TJ actually did some work. I did work this week. I'm just going to plug my two things that I actually did. I didn't do my we know the Halloween decorations didn't happen. But I did edit 3 podcast shows, not realizing that I had not put out one of them, and I edited last week's show, not realizing that 2 weeks were gone. So sorry about that, everybody. You should have like 3 shows in your feed right now of us talking about home technology stuff. So that's out.
What's funny is you always do this right before Kenny goes on like a long trip in the Slack channel. I think you've done this like 2 or 3 times now, and Kenny's like, "Oh, perfect! I'm going on a long trip tomorrow.
Load it up." The best things come to those who wait. Yeah. And then we got a new website up that if you are interested in me going to CES, what is it? I don't even remember now. Should Seth go to CES? I think is the website. You can go vote, and I got a nice little website there, and just you can click right there and see.
Oh man, it didn't work on my phone, so this is funny. On my phone, it just let me hit the button.
Oh well, yeah, definitely use. It shouldn't, but definitely use the desktop experience because there's a little squirrely button that you got to chase down and see if you can click. But there is one button that you can click, and it will give you a little alert there that tells you something. So. Anyway, it was fun to make.
Didn't do Halloween decorations. We got this site.
I spent way too much time on this site. You'll see why I was trying to find a ways around it and try and break it. Way too much time. I'm still on it right now.
You can't, it's not really possible to hit that yes button, Gavin, unless you, I don't know, disable all JavaScript or something.
I'm going to leave this tab open for the week.
Just do that. It's a good game you can come back to later and get a high score on or something.
You should put a score in there. Or, your closest.
Someone can have a more project.
All right, hold on.
Or
We're doing a lot.
Or the record for the closest you've gotten to it. Yeah.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
It has avoided you 500 times.
Let's just put a counter on there somewhere. Yeah. The high score is.
Or have it trash talk you. Come on, Seth. Step up the game.
See, Gavin, all these features are going to be implemented probably before this show is edited. So everybody's going to be like, yeah, I went to that site and it's funny and stuff and all this stuff you're talking about.
Screw the Halloween lights. We got a site to work on.
Exactly. All right. Well, I'll get on that. So TJ, what have you been up to?
Oh man, I've actually done a couple things. I've been doing some more drainage stuff. I still haven't fixed the sidewall outside my den that I fixed up. But I noticed that one of my downspouts was kind of broken a little bit, and I've kind of not liked this area anyway. So I decided to dig it all up, and I put some better drainage in. I got to fill it in with rocks. This is also the area my robot lawnmower sits in. And so like this little cutout that's next to the asphalt here, that is actually where my robot lawnmower sits. So I'm just going to put some stone down there because I always have to weed whack it to get rid of all the tall grasses and stuff around it. So
yeah, because they don't mow next to their little bait.
It's so annoying. It's like it's just add it as part of the thing.
Clean up your home.
So it's starting to become cold here. So I'm trying to wrap up this side of the den. I got to put the siding back on. I've never done siding before, so I'm not really looking forward to that, but I'll figure it out, I guess.
Oh, see, I thought you were like, that was part of this project, is that the siding was, you were going to have to do that, or you did that.
Yeah, that was the spring when when we were working on the den last winter, and then I noticed a leak in there, and so I had to rebuild the wall. I still have not put the wall back together, obviously. It's just sitting there, but
you probably need some siding. Yeah.
Yeah, probably before winter time. So I'm going to keep working on that. But drainage, I'm always working on drainage for some reason. I don't know why.
Get the water away.
Yeah. And we have very hard clay soil. So the water literally has nowhere to go. So
I'm looking at your soil there and the asphalt that you had to chip into. And this is not a project I would want to do at all.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't have it. This year I had to pay somebody to come haul away all the dirt because I can't even use them the garden beds. I would just put it in the garden beds, and that we have tons of them. But it's such crap soil that I don't even want to use in the garden beds, and I don't have anywhere to put all this crappy soil. I don't it's so annoying. Because I'm gonna fill all this area back in with stone. I don't want to deal with the weeds and stuff over here. So I've got that going on, and then I've got a little fun project going on. We went antique shopping the other day because we had to buy new dressers. I made the mistake of buying some dressers from Big Lots a couple years ago, and they're already broken. I mean, it's just cheap particle boards, way cheaper than IKEA stuff. And it was, I think I paid $200 each for them. They weren't bad. But we went antique shopping because I was like, well, if we're going to buy a dresser, I don't have money to buy a very fancy dresser. And honestly, I really don't care about my furniture that much. So we'll just go to an antique store. We'll buy a dresser there. We found a dresser. It's great. But I also saw this radio cabinet. I don't know if it works or not. I don't want to plug it into the wall because, it's pretty old. So I'm going to take the speaker out. I got to replace the speaker because the speaker's broken. And I have an extra amp from that company Acrylic. I think it's Acrylic. Or it's like a Sonos knockoff. And I'm going to put that in there. And so I have an AirPlay stereo cabinet.
That'd be fun.
So it'll be just a simple little project. Hopefully, I'm going to keep all the components inside of the box. I don't really want to modify it a bunch. Maybe at some point I can make the knobs work with the acrylic system or whatever I put in there. But I just thought it was kind of a cool little cabinet. It's not really anything special, but I think it was $30 or $40. I looked at it and I was like, that would look good somewhere in my house. So
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I've got a speaker coming in. I think I bought it from there's a company OSD or ODS. I think it was $100 on Amazon. So we've got the replacement speaker on the way.
Yeah, you were asking about this earlier. I'm like, yeah, you should put a subwoofer in there, though.
Honestly, it would be cool to have it as a subwoofer, right? Because I don't have a sub for my Sonos system at the moment. But I would have to do some kind of Sonos sequencer or something like that, because I don't have a Sonos amp in the living room, and I don't want to buy an $800 Sonos.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want to buy anything Sonos at the moment because my system still does not work perfectly.
Why
So
not? Yeah,
I'm not trying to buy Sonos anything.
buy a Peloton.
Yeah,
they're working on that.
I need more cloud connected stuff.
What's another network node?
Yeah, but that's the projects I have going on. Kind of like Gavin, it's starting to get cold here, so I'm doing all the outside stuff that needs to be cleaned up. I'm usually pretty late on this stuff, and so I'm trying to go out and get all the stuff picked up that I need to. And I've also been looking at sheds. We have no outside storage, and so I'm looking at getting a shed. Sheds are very expensive. I don't know. I don't know why they're so expensive. I mean, it's just like some wood and stuff. But like you can easily get spend like $10,000 on like a 10x16 shed.
It's crazy.
And it's like, all right, that wood is not that expensive. What is going on here?
We have one of those metal sheds in the backyard, and it just, I mean, it's big enough to hold like the lawnmower, a couple bikes. It's a decent sized shed. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty big. But the hurricane came through and like blew the wall kind of inward, and the junk that I had thrown in there basically caused the wall from not falling down. And it's tied down and stuff, so it wouldn't have gone anywhere. But I was like, well, probably time to get a new shed. And I looked at the price. I'm like, nope, not time to get a new shed. And I just took some, outdoor wood and then went and just basically shored up the entire wall with the wood. So now basically on the inside, it's framed out. So the wall is much more stronger than the sheet metal, whatever it's made out of. So maybe it'll survive the next hurricane. Who knows?
Yeah, and it's like one of those things that at first I was like, I'll just have one delivered. You can buy a pre-built shed, like a good 10 by 14 or 12 by 14 around that size for $3,000 to $5,000 delivered. It doesn't have a loft, not all that fancy stuff, but it's a basic shed. It's a good size
loft.
But the problem is, a loft for just storage, not for like hanging out.
Oh, okay.
But the problem is that they use this machine to move the shed. Have you ever seen this? I think it's called let's see. Oh yeah, look this thing up. It's called a shed mule. And this is how supposedly all these shed companies move sheds. And it needs a foot of clearance along with the shed. So if you have a 10-foot wide shed, you need 11 foot of clearance. Well, the problem is our double gate is only 10 foot wide. So the widest shed we could technically fit in the area is 9 foot. And so we're going to have to do some kind of like build on site shed or like a shed kit or something like that. So I think I'm going to build a shed this fall.
Get a giant crane. Lift one in.
Maybe. I mean, it would be nice. I'm sure that won't be expensive.
No.
But yeah, like even like the if you hire somebody to like build one of the sheds on site, it's $8,000 or $9,000. But if I go to Menards, I can buy a shed kit. They have like a material list. So this one's like a 12 by 16 where you literally just get all the materials and stuff, but it's $4,000. So I don't know if I'm going to go that route just yet. I do know I want a wood shed because I want to be able to repair it.
Oh, you can repair metal one. Turns out you just add wood to it.
Yeah, well, different definitions of repair.
It becomes siding.
And then another thing, there's two fun things about sheds. There's all kinds of options. Obviously, you can like add windows and doors and all this stuff. One of the things I did not expect was deciding if I wanted a floor or not.
Yeah.
It's just like, shed, do you want a shed with the floor or without the floor? And I'm like, what? Okay. I want a floor. Yeah. And then the other thing is that there's a bunch of repo sheds. And I think I've talked about this on the show before.
Repo sheds?
But if you go to Facebook Marketplace and you type in repo shed, there are sheds that people obviously have repossessed. And it is crazy.
Well, yeah, if you're paying $10,000 for a shed and you miss a payment, they're going to get out there with their mule and take it away from you.
Yeah, and all these shed places offer financing.
See, that's how they get you.
So it's like you can get a shed for $50 to $100 a month, no credit check, $100 down. So it's kind of like a sleazy car salesman.
Oh my gosh, there's tons of them.
But there is a ton of repo sheds on Facebook Marketplace.
Wow.
And they're literally outside. It's like here's a 10 by 20 repo shed for $4,000 delivered.
I am not getting one of those. If I get something that big, I'll end up sleeping in it. I'll do something, get kicked out of the house.
Yeah, see, like I don't want that big a one, but like we literally have no outside storage, so we need something, unfortunately.
Here's somebody who will trade this shed for a brand new shed or an e-bike. Okay. Don't know what's going on with that. I'm going to avoid that ad, but yeah, that's fun.
These sheds look nice though, like, even up here.
I'm not going to lie. I would like to live in one of these sheds.
I mean, well, and so that's the problem, right? Is because housing I assume everywhere, but housing in America is so ridiculously expensive now that people are literally buying sheds to like convert them into houses. And so you see sheds that are like, oh my, like so many different amenities inside of them.
This one has a bed in the loft. I mean,
$20,000 to $30,000 sheds.
Wow.
Somebody was talking about a shed online the other day that they have a bathroom in. And I'm like, that's not a shed, that's a house.
It's a house. Wow, I thought so around here they have the golf carts that drive on the streets, and like those get $10,000-$20,000 easy. I mean sheds, wow.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, could you imagine you like come home and your shed's not in your yard anymore? It's like, what happened? Didn't we have a shed out here? What happened to it? Somebody stole our shed? Oh no, I forgot to make the payments for the past 3 months.
Oh man. Well, I think we have a shed podcast. This is crazy. I've never seen so many different shapes and sizes of sheds in my life. This was wild.
Yeah, the world of sheds is crazy.
I would have classified many of these as full-on homes. Like,
yeah, exactly. They're kind of. I found this shed here, so I bought some Unify stuff from this guy when I drove up on his property. He had basically his man cave was in what looked like. It's a building, like had 3 garage doors on it, and he put couch and TVs and all his computer stuff, and his toys were all in there. And it was awesome looking, but that's not a shed. That's like another building.
Yeah, so here is, I'm looking at, this is just like a regular, this is actually a portable garage. Have you seen these portable garages? It's literally just like a garage that's kind of like a shed where it's just, you just bring it and drop it down on your property. This is 12 by 24. $7,000 altogether, which I feel like is not bad for like a roll-up door garage thing. It is a fourth of the size of my house. Oh man,
that is.
They have a 12 by 28. I mean, there's so many options. It's crazy.
That is, and the repo portion of this is great. I put an ad that I ran across. It has little cats. It's this insane deal. It's like just like a used car salesman. He's got a cat though. I don't know what the cat has to do with anything, but it's there. Well, all right. Shed time for TJ.
You're welcome.
For TJ.
You can follow me along this journey as I buy or build a shed.
Digging holes and buying sheds. There you go. That's the life, man. All right. Maybe I will put a blow up decoration outside by next week. So
you can do it, Seth. I believe in you.
All right. Thanks. I appreciate that. I kind of want a shed mule though.
I mean, isn't that sweet looking? It's kind of like when I worked at the locksmith, we had like the dolly that climbs stairs. So like when we delivered safes and stuff like that, we could not have to carry it downstairs. It's just one of those specialized machines that you'd never think about, but like, of course it exists.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's got little wheels that go on the back. It's got a forklift on the front, and picks it up and runs. All right, there you go. All right, I think that's going to wrap up everything this week. Gavin, you didn't have any projects, right?
This week I spent the week addicted to should Seth go to CS.com. I just want to give you an update, Seth. I beat it.
No, you.
I figured out a way to. Yes, I did, and I know now that you have nothing programmed behind the yes button. Right? You want to know how I beat it?
How'd you beat it?
If you just press that tab button on the keyboard, then it takes you over to the yes button.
Tab! It's accessible. It's accessible.
Yes, you need to take off your tab. So I was able to beat it, and you got to put something behind it. Yes.
All right.
Even if you can never get to it, if anyone ever figures it out,
I'm gonna fix that bug, and then we'll gamify it somehow.
Yeah,
yeah.
I had successfully beaten your game. So that's my project for this week.
All right. Basically, you hit the yes button, but it does do something, Gavin. You just have to wait. Just wait. It'll give you an answer.
How long do I have to wait? if I get the baby, it comes up right away. I've been waiting.
Instantly, yeah.
I've been waiting for about an hour now on this yes one.
It's too good. Well, thanks for beating the game. I'll have to, like I said, fix that bug, push it back out there, maybe before the show's edited. Anyway, we want to thank everybody for listening to the show, and especially want to send special thanks to those able to financially support the show through our Patreon page. If you don't know about the Patreon page, head on over to HomeTech.fm/support to learn how you can become a patron for as little as $8 a month. Any pledge over $5 a month gets you a big shout out here on the show, but every pledge gets you an invite to our private Slack chat, The Hub, where you and other patrons of the show can gather in there. It's a nice little Slack chat channel and see all sorts of fun stories as they come across, some advice. I saw literal ceiling fan light bulb socket. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm shocked. I thought the PTZ cameras that TJ is always talking about was one thing, and now I know that there is a light socket ceiling fan. No words. Wow.
I love China.
It has a light and a ceiling fan. Oh, okay.
Americans would never think about this.
No.
China is thinking of so many innovative things.
There it is. Light socket ceiling fan. All right, there you go. It's there. Can't unsee it now, but
and it's got RGBs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because you have to have that. I mean,
obviously.
Required.
And it's got the same RGB remote that every RGB product has.
I have one on my desk, actually. I have two on my desk because I don't know what happened to the other product, but I have two of them. Anyway, if you want to check that stuff out that we have in there, including random AI videos that we're probably going to start posting in there because they're just too good. That's the Hub. You can go in there and check it out. If you can't support financially, totally understand. We just appreciate a 5-star review or positive rating in whatever podcast app you're listening in. That's going to wrap up the show this week. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.
Till next time.
Take care.
Oh, maybe they can make an AI video of you going to CES.
Oh, I've already thought. I thought like I should make some videos of me finishing projects, and then
yeah. I mean, that's a good idea. Just don't show it to your wife. She'll be like, "No."
We will all know it's fake. So don't
Who's
worry.
that guy?